Dodgers have taken 3 of the first 4 from their rival Padres. For the Padres, climbs in and off we go. Swing and strike one. The Padres have dropped 5 of their last 7 games over the last month only, and the lack of offense the biggest reason. They're 27th in runs scored in that time. When you look at last night, the bottom 4 in the order, 0 for 14 combined. Tatis is down swinging, and Dreyer starts more than fine with. But for a guy who came into the year as a .325 hitter for his career, right there in the batting title race again, slaps his ball to left field. Conforto's over and has to play it on a bounce, and Arise has a base hit. Here's the guy that's been Mr. Steady for San Diego this year with all the injuries and the lack of performance. This 1-0 from Dreyer. He taps it along third. Muncy has to wait for it. It's his only plays at first to get Machado. Gavin Sheets with 2 away. Strike 1.
But the Dodgers turned the tables, and as you mentioned, once they got
runner for San Diego over the final 4 innings of that game. Sheets taps it foul, and it's quickly 0-2. Jack Dreyer starting this bullpen game for the Dodgers, firing an 0-2 pitch. You kind of lollygag your way through that first. Now this has been a tone-setting first. And this is high with a fastball, and it's 1-2. You're at most going to get 2 out of Dreyer. And even if you were to get more than that, hard to yesterday. And then Emmett Sheehan starting tomorrow, his first start in a couple years. So you figure you're going to get 3 or 4 innings from Sheehan.
They're just not set up like that.
Out of the 1-2. Another foul.
The construction of this roster, really, minor leagues.
8th pitch to Sheets is in the dirt, 2-2. And when it comes to these bullpen games, that portion of it.
Well, there's not just 1 or 2 or 3 paths to win a baseball game for the Dodgers, and that's what separates them from other organizations.
Check swing, and Sheets has worked it full. Arise leads off second. Dreyer takes a look and fires. A looper over second and a base hit into right field. Hernandez is up with it. Arise off and moving with the crack of the bat will score. And what an at-bat from Gavin Sheets. The board in the first inning for the 2nd game in a row. And a strike over the inside corner to Xander Bogaerts, who was a platoon player for a lot of his time the last couple of years in Chicago. And this is the first time he's been able to play every day. Dominican Republic. It's a swing and a miss and a high fastball.
Usually is a little more erratic.
Strikeout rate in the National League. So he's got a .357 ERA, which is well better than average ball quality. That expected ERA is 2.5 points higher. It's up around 6.
Yeah, I mean it
turns and fires a 1-2. Ohtani bounces it foul.
What's kind of crazy is looking at his around a little bit.
Strikes out Ohtani for the first out of the night. 7 consecutive games. Goes to short here for Iglesias. 2 out. Be an excuse for him, and he'd be the first to tell you that. So it's more he's just continuing to battle his swing. Not about to say okay to a request to take a little break when they're playing the Padres.
And the day would be more mental than physical. Sometimes when you have an opportunity to
chops this ball down to first, and Luis Arise to the bag he goes. So 1-2-3 further against left-hander. Dreyer deals and misses upstairs. Talk all about Ohtani, Michigan. And not just drafted as a 2-way guy, but for 4 years in the Tampa Bay system. Now this 1-1 from Dreyer, he takes a little bit low. Even when he got to San Diego in the trade before, he took it as far as just about anybody does. Grounded to first. Freddie Freeman's got it. Cronenworth, the first out. Here's Iglesias. I'll fill you guys in a second. Here's curveball for a strike. So Hunter Dobbins, starting pitcher for the Boston. If the Yankees were the last team that wanted to give me a deal, I'd just retire. People are like, what's the deal? And he said, well, my pops was drafted by the Yankees in the system. And you kind of feel terrible for Hunter that he grew up thinking that was the case and then kind of got exposed. I mean, all of us are told things.
Yeah, right. I mean, that, yeah. I mean, the stories he would tell, you had to just believe them, right? And they were inspirational and motivating and whatever, but some of that stuff you'd have.
Another 0-2 from Dreyer is very high. A chase and strike 3. Second inning, and now it's the 8-hitter, Brandon Lockridge. Swings and misses. Brandon, unlike Hunter's dad, was drafted by the Yankees. Fly ball, right center field. Andy Pages is there. That's that for the Padres. And he leads off this second inning against Randy Vasquez and takes strike 1. This is after he hit 2. But then the whole thing, not just with Will, but with any catcher. The difference at this point is that he doesn't have those, still have the day-to-day soreness that's going to come with catching. Rips this ball to left center field. That'll split the gap. Extra bases for Smith on his way to second with a leadoff double. Teoscar Hernandez. Teoscar struck out against Vasquez both times last Wednesday since. Now on this 0-1 pitch, pokes it the other way. Routine for Tatis. He's got a good arm. Smith going to test it. Here comes the throw. Not in time. It was offline. Oh, it's Muncy, but the infield pulled in. Tying run at third and one away in the second. And the slug. To right center field. Tatis is there. So the plate, Tatis's throw is not close. A double at 1 here in the second, and here's Andy Pages. Hit to left, and hard, and gone. Of a home run from Andy Pages. On June 17th, last year, number 14.
Helping him the way, Doc showing him the confidence. He is certainly rewarded every.
Justifiable all-star talk. Conforto back of third for Machado. Drifts back there and puts.
Snellzilla, a big fan of Lou Trevino as he hears me do this report.
9-1-2 for the Padres here. Trevino's in there for a strike on Martin. And the Dodgers have taken the lead here. High fly ball, deep center field. Pages going back. He's at the track. He's at the wall and can't get it. Double for Maldonado to start. Who squares the bunt, bunts it foul. The sinker that you mentioned that he threw right there, way down, and that's often what you see when a team acquires a reliever. Suggestions how to implement their stuff differently. Tatis gets hit by this one as he gets away from Trevino. Trevino trying to find it here. Here's his 1-0. That's in for a strike. Now the 1-1 and a rise. Watches it miss for ball 2. Manny Machado waits up. Here's the 2-1. Shot to left. Another base hit for a rise. His second of the game to the same spot. And they've wasted no time tying the game back up. 3 consecutive base runners. Trevino's 1-0 pitch.
How about that? That is so good right there.
So what was the point of what he was doing?
He sees that, he's like, wait, what are we doing here?
I know, that's
Didn't
what
throw
I'm
a strike.
saying.
Didn't throw a strike. It's also.
It's 3-1 now. Trevino deals. Machado fouls it off, and it's 3-2. And you think Lou probably is like, all right. Tatis at third. Arise at first. 3-2 to the plate, and a foul back. Chances here for Machado. Another 3-2 pitch to him. Fouls it off again. Toss over to first from the pickoff machine. Lucha debuted. He says Baseball Reference is wrong. His 8th pitch to Machado. Another 3-2 is in the dirt for ball 4. Padres have loaded the base.
He started off 0-2.
Nasty changeup right there. Bases loaded in a tie game. He crushes this ball in the air to center field. Pages back onto the track. He's got just enough room. He caught that in the palm of his glove. Plenty deep enough to score the go-ahead run. And after the Dodgers get 2 in the bottom.
Ball have an opportunity for a double play. Then up in the zone, out over the plate.
2-0. There's the grounder. Muncy got it to second one. Over to first. It's 2 and a double play. Just one to Tommy Edman is downstairs. Edman won keys last year. And if you watched the game last week, you heard his story. Until he was 19, which is years after guys sign coming out of. You got to realize the only good thing about your game as a catcher is your arm. Here's a fly ball to right center field that Lockridge will get under on the track for the first out. Have you ever he had never thought about doing? This is inside with his first pitch to Ohtani. First time through. And he gets hit.
Well, let's hope that the Dodgers are able to do the same thing they did last night. Pages gets hit.
First one to bats is popped up. And Mookie, one of the most patient guys, first pitch in baseball, is 0 for 2 tonight on 2 pitches.
Base umpire tosses him. That's crazy.
Gave him the long distance hook.
I mean, unbelievable. Couldn't even get his steps in. That's brutal.
Far.
Unreal.
Dave?
Dodgers weren't happy with the balls and against the Dodgers and Max Muncy, so there's a little bit of history there, and obviously he said something that set Dave
on both teams. Other than 2 on Freeman. Vasquez deals. Freeman goes up there to foul it off.
Didn't even have 2 feet out, and they're ringing him.
Time, and it never gets called. Freeman smashes one to the right side, and a base hit for Freddie. Up the second in this short a time period. High fly ball to right center field, and he just missed it. Can Lockridge find it? He does. And can I trade this in?
Is there an Ohtani? Do you have an extra Ohtani here?
Jake Cronenworth leads off this 4th for the Padres against. Well, this game has been a roller coaster. Warnings, an ejection, 3 hit batsmen sprinkled in there. We were talking about this at the start of the game, but while this is the tomorrow, you've got Emmett Sheehan going 3, maybe 4 innings. That's a leadoff walk from Trevino here.
Got him off the hook.
Strike on Jose Iglesias. In an 0-2 hole. Ground ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and another double. Inside corner with a fastball. Next year with Major League time. 2 years, though, without appearing in a Major League game. 20. Here's his 0-2. Gets a swing and a miss, and he's in the second. Been a bunch of hard hit balls against him. He's only given up 1 run coming into this start. His last. Here's 0-2 to Hernandez.
Relied a
1%. Yeah. Double the usage this year, where it's become his most used pitch. His 2-2. Bounce to short. Candy hop Iglesias. 1 away in the 4th. He's got a pinched nerve in his shoulder. Ball on Muncy. But guys like. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, one of the things too, obvious the price.
And you may say, well, wait a minute, the Dodgers have used the pen more than anybody, but that's been on a 2-1. Muncy takes a perfect strike, 2-2.
Look, front office will constantly find depth.
Muncy to right and Tatis 2 out.
You know, last night when he got hit, there was throw. I mean, like, he legitimately believes that he is that good.
Another high drive to left center field. Did he get enough? He did! His second home run of the game. Andy Pages ties it.
So again, getting back to yesterday, physical tools in the world, you got to have confidence. That's the most important.
Conforto on 1-1 takes high, and isn't there something to be said for
Urgency that you know, blah blah blah. I mean, theoretically, yeah, but that's really not on the
along first. The Rise has it, and he's going to get it right away against this Padres club that banged out 13 hits against him and scored 9 pitches for him.
He's right.
Yeah. 2-2. Three and two. Got him with a fastball. So they face Tatis with the bases empty. Fouls off the first pitch. Fernando Tatis, 40. He had a record-setting deal. But then he misses a full year. There was the suspension, there were the injuries below what it was in that first chunk. Pops this one into shallow center field for Tommy Edman. 2 gone in the 5th.
I'm just not sure that he's ever going to be the same type of player that we once saw. Still great.
Arise has 2 hits in this game. Takes a strike here, 1-1. I mean, he was bouncing ball, punch to the hole at short. Betts waits on it. Triggers a throw that's dug out by Dodgers. 9-1-2 coming up against Randy Vasquez. Pitch threshold. Edman smacks a bouncing ball up the middle. Iglesias from shallow center field twirls and throws. And he's got Ohtani here for a 3rd time. Shohei swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Walks, which usually a problem for him. Pinpoint right there. Getting ready to get ready. Tie game in the 5th. Vasquez to Ohtani with a 1-2 that misses outside. Yeah, the arm might be fresher than that would lead you to believe, but these hitters have seen him a bunch. Gets Ohtani for the 2nd time on that thing, like not many do.
No.
How about Mookie Betts, who on the season, on this 0-1, he takes high.
You know, sometimes guys will change the first pitch, so let's try to get ahead.
Crank to left center field. Sheets on the move. He will get there. And then to Machado to start the 6th. Pokes one down the line. That's a base hit. Hustling to the corner is Teoscar Hernandez to cut it off and hold him to a single. Kevin Sheets, who's having himself a career year, has continued that tonight with a couple runs batted in, and he takes high from Sauer. 2nd home run of the game. Man, think about Matt Sauer coming out of that game when he gave up 9 runs.
He certainly earned some stripes with that performance.
Yeah, you just look at the line and it's like, oh boy. Sauer's 3-2 is very high. Ball 4. First to have reached for the Padres.
Padres are going to see a lot of this in the future. When you go back, he's got to be a lot more than that for the Padres to get to where they want to go.
Swings and misses in an 0-2 hole. He wasn't just a good hitter in Boston. He was one. A chance for him in the 6th. Takes low, and it's 1-2. He's got another 8.5. Well, they had tried hard for Judge. They had tried hard there. And it's easy to look at it in hindsight and say, what were they doing? Bounce to Muncy at third. Steps on the bag. Guns across and a double. Fouls off the first pitch. Cronenworth, a tight ball game. Sauer's 0-1 pitch. Nice pitch, 1-2. Sauer to Cronenworth with the 1-2.
Chance.
Single and a walk to start the inning, then the double play. 1-2 to Cronenworth is in the dirt, and the count evens 2-2. In the 6th, 2-2 from Sauer. He struck him out. Freeman 1 for 2 tonight. Fouls off the first pitch from Estrada, who's got a .250 last year. Freeman slaps a base hit through the vacated left side. Leadoff man aboard in the 6th. He's got his first multi-hit game since Monday last week down at Petco. Now Smith fouls off Estrada's first one. Double. 1-1. Having that conversation earlier about Will. You hope that it's just the normal wear and tear of catching, which is a lot, but it's been those blunt force injuries. Fouls it back. 100 from Estrada.
Season bites everybody.
Another high fastball. Smith's able to get to. When the swing with another 1-2. Goes back to it, and Smith takes it. 2-2. Smith fouls off another high fastball. Sticking with it.
Hasn't used that in the last few pitches.
Tie game, 6th inning. Another 2-2 to Will Smith. Another fastball, and he fights it off again. Hey,
there it is.
Jammed. I got the button unjammed. Back to a fastball and back to the seats. And now time call. It's the 11th pitch to Will Smith. It's an overthrown fastball, then a cross-up. High drive left center field. Back goes Sheets. It is gone. Will Smith breaks the tie. Dodgers back in front. Ball and a strike on Teoscar Hernandez.
Opponents are 2 for 24 with 15 strikeouts on your splitter.
And now Hernandez bangs a base hit to left field. It was Estrada that Hernandez got his streak going. Not as good of a fastball hitter, but he was on it.
Well, he saw 11 of them.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, 11 fastballs. I don't know. That's against a guy like Will Smith.
Once he hits it foul. Will Smith is the. Once he's got a base hit of his own. Sounded like the bat might have died a hero right there. Breaking pitch for a strike. 4 straight hits in this inning. Ties up Pages right there. Darkly. One of the best hitters in the league since the start of May. Get off me ball. Need a new bat. Another 0-2 to Pages. He's got a base hit on a 2-strike pitch. Hernandez chugs for the plate. Throw from Sheets is cut off. and a wild pitch. One 0. Caught it short by Adron Iglesias. Fast hands to man in. Matsui comes home. Tommy switching over, batting right-handed for the first time tonight. Oh, Maldonado saves a run. On 2-0, Edman yanks a base hit to left center field. The floodgates have opened in the 6th. 2-run double for Tommy Edman. Ohtani has struck out twice in this game.
Not spreading things out.
Did it in the 4th yesterday. 5 in the bank in the 6th here. Still just 1 away. From Matsui to Ohtani. Fouled into the glove, and the 3rd Ohtani strikeout. With runners at 1st and 2nd. Started this inning with a single. And now he'll launch a ball down the line, but foul. Not an 0-1 pitch. Freeman fouls it off, and it's 0-2. Takes strike 3. Exploded against the Padres bullpen. Matt Sauer doing this. Bottom of the Padres lineup. It's Jose Iglesias. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ouch. It up so it doesn't matter whether it's intentional or not. That's why you get upset if you're a manager when the warnings are issued.
100%.
It's like how they navigate this bullpen game. Of course, the plan is in place, and it always helps when the team gets you 5 runs. He was still a kid then.
Oh yeah, and yeah, but he didn't pitch like a kid, right?
Yeah.
Pitchers to ever take the mound. I mean, he had everything. A little different time.
And he's spoken so Bus refuses to.
But the crazy thing was, I mean, we're talking about Mark.
In his postseason debut. High drive off of the bat of Trenton Brooks, and in his 2nd game as a Padre, he hits his 1st home run. The Padres saying not so fast. So 2nd home run for Trenton Brooks in his young major league career. At one of them in his handful of games with the Giants last year. And then Bonda, who threw 21 pitches yesterday. 1-2 pitch. Diaz down on strikes. This is 4 games, but 0 for 2 tonight. Dodgers. Rafael Devers 2 for 5 with an RBI double in his Giants debut. Sauer kicks and fires. Tatis watches one bounce. It's ball 3. Tatis takes the walk. Yep, that's 4. Sauer deals inside corner for a strike. Strike 2. His average on pitches out of the zone is always right at the top of the list. Goes up to get that one. Diving stop from Tommy Edman, but safe at second.
The Padres dodge a bullet.
Michael Kopech throws one. First is 0-1 pitch. Rides by the knuckles. Fouled off, and it's 0-2. Here's his 0-2. Ball one. A little bit low. 1-2 pitch. Good pick by Smith.
Pick it, Will. Wow.
Kopech deals. Way high.
Goodness.
Ricochets off of the top of the screen. Tatis comes. Ultimately just 9. Now payoff pitch. And he walked him. Got ahead 0-2, and then all that turned into a sacrifice fly in front of the wall. Got an RBI single from White Sox land. A heated division race head to head. 2-0 and nowhere to put him. There's a strike. Sheets takes in the dirt, ball 3.
A ton of non-competitive pitches since.
Wow.
Thank you.
2. Sky high pop fly right side of the diamond. Freddie Freeman. 2 gone. With the bases loaded and 2 outs and strike 1 from Kopech. 1. And now 1-1 pitch. Bogarts swings and misses at 97. Oh my goodness. Ride. The 1-2 pitch. Bogarts cracks a ground ball to short for Mookie Betts. That's the inning. Oh yeah. Video game breaking pitch. 0-2.
And certainly not a.
So for the Dodgers here, Smith, Teoscar Hernandez got it. Padres get 3 runs in the top of the inning to make it tense again. 2-2 on Smith.
I'd love to be a fly on a wall and Doc.
Base hit to lead off the 7th for Smith.
Man, oh man.
Diaz, after pinch hitting for Maldonado, stays in and catches. Just foul. Jason Adams 0-2 pitch. Hernandez takes in the dirt, and it's 1-2.
Talking about 2 strikes.
Two and 2 on Teoscar. Here it comes. Grounder ricochets off Adam. 1-4-6-3. Off the hands of Muncy to second. Picked up by Jake Cronenworth, and that's the end. Johnson. 97 to the bottom of the zone for a strike. Crack bat flare. Shuttle left. Sliding try from Hernandez, but he can't get it. So the leadoff man on. Tyler Wade coming up. Off of the bench last inning for Iglesias. His first at bat today. Another good stop by Smith, who's made a bunch of them. Bonda's 1-1. Just misses. On a 2-1, Wade fouls it off, and the count evens 2-2. Off the 7th. Now it's Bonda, who's 2-2 to Wade. Is fouled back. Cronenworth was moving with that pitch. Not going this time. Ball 3. It's speed. First at bat of the game. He's making Bonda work. Another payoff. And a check to first. Cronenworth runs. Strike 3. Throw to second. Not in time. Shoots one the other way. On comes Hernandez. He's got a base hit. Cronenworth had to be sure that it would fall, so he at the plate. Tops one foul. The 0-1 pitch. Down the line, foul, strike two. 0-2 pitch. Diaz takes high. There goes the runner from first. Throw down to second. Not in time, and the tying run in scoring position. 2 on with 1 out, and a 2-2 pitch. Another foul by the bag, and a broken bat. Tying run in scoring position with 1 gone in the 8th. Another 2-2 from Anthony Banda is lifted foul. We'll do it again.
Both teams.
Banda tries again. This time he gets it by him. Batting titles for this man. First one from Banda. Spins away. Check swing. Two 2-0. Machado waits on deck.
Bunt.
Here it comes. A rise. Flies it down the line. Long way to go for Kike Hernandez. He gets there. And the Padres. Reynolds on to pitch for the Padres. And he misses inside with his first one. 6. It's got to feel like he is right on top of you.
Drafted in the 4th round of 2016. He's a great athlete.
4 for 4 for 44. Upstairs on Kike Hernandez. 3 of the 4 hits. 100 miles per hour plus. 2-0 on Hernandez. Most recently did it for the Padres last August. Hernandez drives the ball to center field, but just got under it as Bryce Johnson makes the grab. Pages tagging, taking second. Run. Nothing in 2. Oh, 2 coming. Dodge. On a 1-2 from Reynolds. Edman fouls it off of the glove of Diaz and stays alive. Stabilize and keep their heads above water with all the injury issues. And as tough of a stretch as they found themselves going through this month, including the first 2 to the Red Hot Rock Show. 3-game winning streak for Colorado. 2-2 on Edman. 2. And he's worked the count full. 3-2. Do it again. Next. Edman earns the walk, and they've set the table for Otani. Morejon throws. Otani takes ball 1. On a 1-0 pitch. Shohei waves and misses. Count evens 1-1. Been a lot of swing. Bites it off foul. 1-2.
Way out of the zone here. Away.
Target initially set up and in, and it was a deke.
Yeah,
it was what you called for.
Up at the plate.
Here's a 2-2, and there's 100 to the knees for strike 3. Betts is 0 for 3, has extended his on-base streak with an intentional walk, reaching in 12 consecutive games now. Runners go. Betts pokes one right side, race to the bag. Morejon wins it, and Scott deals. Upstairs, ball 1.
As you mentioned too, Joe, day 2. Since June 3rd, has not allowed an earned run. 7 innings.
Machado, who's reached 3 times on 1-1, pulls one to short. Betts jumps to get a tough hop and heaves it across for the first out of the night. Ball one on Sheets. Darn fast when you consider the move that he's making.
100%.
1-1 to Sheets. Strike two on Sheets. Game 3 of this. Here's a 1-2. Thursday night, Yamamoto against the rookie Ryan. 2-2. Padres trying with a lefty here, and this time going down swinging. Bogarts. Ball one.
This has been our guy tonight, huh?
These rally killers. Scott home with a 1-1 pitch. 1-2. Fly the other way for Teoscar Hernandez, and in this seesaw battle, the Dodgers come out on top. 6 over the Padres.